Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tajen. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everyone. First and foremost, I just want to say a big, huge shout out to all of my subscribers. I love you so much. You guys just don't understand what you mean to me and how you have even encouraged me. I admire your tenacity and your wherewithal just to vibe with me whenever I post my videos, whenever I make my post. Just your raw, candid feedback is so much appreciated. And then your sense of humors are just like amazing. Like we all manifested each other on this leg of our journeys. And I just want to say you are truly appreciated. And that has really allotted me and afforded me the opportunity to take a small section of my time today. I was not going to upload a reading because I have a lot of readings to do. A lot. When I say a lot, I'm telling you, you guys, I have more readings this week than I've had within the last 3 weeks, and I've been booked. I may even give a 14-day grace period because I still have to keep my health and my mental senses in all of this and not lose myself. My sons just came to me this evening and they were like, "Mom, we don't understand how you do what you do. You're barely getting sleep, and then you wake up, you go to work, you go to the grocery store, you handle your clients, you come home, and you may sleep for like 30 minutes and wake back up and do everything else. And we just wanted to let you know you are a superwoman, and we admire you, we love you, and we're going to do our best to make sure that you're taken care of." So that meant a lot to me as a mother. You guys mean a lot to me as my subscribers. I appreciate you and thank you. And I wanted to just let you know, you guys have really blew it out the water for Boost Your Magic video. Oh my God. I have so many people, like, that was the most purchased video for my extended. And, you know, I was concerned about the price and I got so much feedback. You guys emailed, "Are you freaking kidding me for what you gave us?" Like, it should have been more, honestly. But we're grateful that you've done this out of, you know, your kindness of your heart, and very appreciative of what you've given us, the tools you've given us, and etc. So thank you for the feedback. Thank you for your purchases. And I want to also let you guys know, for those of you that purchased the Oracle Ray deck, you do get this gold tarot bag as a free gift. That is, you guys know I'm a giver. That is me giving back to you. For anyone that is wanting to purchase that Oracle Ray deck, hello. You have the gift. And this gold bag is not just any bag. This is a very magical bag, very high vibrational. And it will keep your cards attuned to the high vibrational frequency and energies. I'm always thinking of creative ways to serve and to please you. And so, with that being said, that is my latest and my current updates. Now, I want to get into this beautiful reading for Divine Feminine. And I am a little bit in my little feels right now, my emotions, because I can relate to what Divine Feminines are going through collectively. I know what it feels like to invest and pour all of your soul and all of your heart into your divine masculine. Let me call in some help, because I'm already getting deep, and I want to make sure that I offer up the prayer of protection for us both. Okay, I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yadhe Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. So it is. Going back to what I was saying, I know what it feels like to be that woman that is very slow to anger, very long suffering, very self-sacrificing for your man. And when they finally get to a point where they no longer need you, they expend you or they dispose you as if you were nothing. Divine Feminine, right now, this is your read. Spirit is asking you to take all of what you would normally give to Divine Masculine and pour it back into your own soul. Detach from this connection. I'm going to read the cards, but I'm not even going to waste any time because enough is enough. Enough is enough. The twin flame unions and journey has become a cesspool for narcissists, for polyamory, for polygamy, and the Jezebel spirit. And spirit has had enough. We are no longer going to, as divine feminines, we are divine. We are no longer going to entertain low vibrational frequencies, even if it does come from our divine masculines. We are no longer going to accept it, and we are no longer going to sit back and be enablers. This is the real reason why I am not with my original twin, because I am not going to entertain the low vibrational shit show anymore. I know my worth, I know who I am, and I know who I belong to. And if they want to continue to put themselves at risk, excuse me, to put themselves at risk, I lit a third eyebrow chakra candle that I brought from the dollar store a year ago. And I happened to go and clean up. I have like several altars. I don't even want to tell you guys how many altars I have. I have over 8, more probably. But anyway, I was cleaning one of my altars and I found it. So that's helping me with my brow chakra, is also helping me with just balancing the energies. Because when I don't speak my truth, I start to have problem with my throat chakra. Many of you that have been following me for a year already know that when I'm not in communication with my original twin, I have problems with my throat. So no, I don't have corona. I don't have that shit. And I don't even believe in it, if you really want me to be honest. But anyway, yes, I believe in the coronavirus, but I don't believe in COVID-19. I don't believe the power of it. I don't believe the numbers. Anyway, let me not go on that soapbox. Let me get back to you, beautiful, because this is all about you. You are magnificent. You are beautiful inside and out. The lower level soulmates have nothing on you because all they can give is what is temporary, what is physical. A physical connection, it always often loses its luster. It may be fun at the beginning. Divine masculine, or the masculine, let's just say that, may be having his fun time and his ride right now. But oh baby, please believe that the universe has a good accounting system when it comes to our affairs. Whether we deal good deeds out to those amongst us, or whether we dish out ills and woes, the choice is ours. It's up to us. It's up to us to decide which side of the coin we're going to play on. If we're going to play the odds against the middle, or if we're going to exercise the golden rule to treat those the way that we want to be treated. It's not a small thing when you mistreat and abuse people. People are not things. They're not toys. Divine Feminine, you are a human and you are a person with emotions just like Divine Masculine. But here you are, dear. With your sensitivity and your sensitive self, you're offering this cup to someone who don't even deserve to even drink out of a plastic cup. You're offering them your Holy Grail. And this person's not deserving of it. So Spirit is asking you to have foresight. Use this wisdom and start to take this love that you are offering to your divine counterpart and start pouring it back into self. Now is the time. This person hasn't contacted you. This person hasn't called you. This person hasn't texted you. And even if they have, they've stressed you. They've stressed you up. They've not made any attempts to come back to you. They've been basically having you hanging in the balance, trying to keep you on the string. So in case their plan A don't work out, you're the backup plan. They can come to plan B. You're not a backup plan. You're beyond that. And it's time for you to start showing this person who you are, because you've been blowing smoke long enough. I'm going to leave you if you keep doing this to me. No. You can show them better than you can tell them. Queen of Cups. It's time for you to start having your head over your heart and stop being just in your heart. Stop thinking if I love him and I show him how to love, then he'll learn to love me in return. Love is not cerebral. It's not something that you play mind games with. It's not psychology. It's spiritual. And it's beyond the physical. If love is not here today, if love is not in need of love today, then don't look for my love tomorrow. Because I'm in need of love today, right now. And if you're not willing to show up, to come in this completeness and wholeness of my love that I am choosing to offer to you today, then baby, when tomorrow comes and the dawn breaks to the new day, don't you even bother coming to look for my love. Because my love will not be here for an offering for you. Notice that I said that my love will not be here for an offering for you. You will not be able to drink from my cup anymore. And this is where you should be. You have truly looked at this in a way. This is my divine counterpart. I'm a twin flame. It is my obligation to be with him. Do they look at it as the same commitment? Do they feel like it's their duty, their priority to be with you? Now listen, I'm not getting 3D. I'm not getting 3D. Source wants us to have a balanced view when it comes to this twin flame union. It's time for you to walk away. The 8 of Cups is your confirmation. It's the 8 of Chalices. It's time for you to walk away. It's time for you to go. Because what you're looking for doesn't exist. It's like, how can I say this? It's like it's like squeezing blood from a turnip. Have you ever heard that term? Yeah, it doesn't happen. You can't get blood from a turnip. And this is what you're trying to do. It's like you're trying to micromanage the way that divine masculine comes back to you by coercing the universe, because you're doing your work, that you should be rewarded with that person. What if that's not even your divine masculine? What if you got the wrong person? And all this time, this person walked out of your life. This person hurt you to the max, did the worst. That was a sign from the universe letting you know that this person really was not your divine counterpart. They really was not the one. Or maybe the universe knew that even if this was or is your divine masculine, that they are so stuck on that 3D plane. They're so swimming knee deep in the devil energy with their addictions and their many women and their alcohol abuse, that they can't even see you as being who you are. To me, someone posed the question to me a while ago. What's the difference? What's worse? To be loved and not be with that person, or to not have loved at all? And you know what the worst is? I told the person, neither one. Neither one of them are the worst. What is worse is to love someone and then have that person love you back and over love you to the point where they have stolen your heart and they ran off with it, and they refuse to even give you a microscopic piece back. And then you long for that person and you end up losing yourself trying to win that person back. That's worse. That's worse than never loving at all and never finding the right person to love. The worst thing that you can do is lose yourself in love. That's the worst. And I've been there. I've been there when I've called him 10 times a day and he never answered the phone, not one time. And I am not his girlfriend. I was that man's wife. He treated me like I had no title at all. That's the worst. To even want to even be bothered with someone who don't want to be bothered with you. That's the worst. To cry yourself to sleep at night because you're convinced in your mind that because you are a twin flame, that eventually your twin flame will grow to love you the way that you love them. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you that never happened for me. That man never came back. He told me he was going to come back. He lied to me. And then when I finally had enough and I told him I was ready to let go, he didn't want to let go. And then I finally said, why won't you let go? And he said, hey, the reverse is true. Why didn't you let go of me? I never told you to stay. And he was right. Your divine counterpart never told you to hold on this long. And it may be the very thing in your contract for you to hurt this much so you can love yourself enough to let go. That could be the very contract that you have. That could be the very role and the only role that he chooses to play or chose to play on the other side. Is to be a catalyst to break you open so you can love. Starting with yourself first. The lovers, we all know about the lovers, aka polyamory, polygamy, Jezebel spirit. This is the test. This was your test. If you ever wanted to know what your test was in your twin flame union, this is it. Ding, 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 ding. Is the light bulb clicking on yet? How much more hurt and pain do you need to go through in order for you to understand and overstand that you are a human that needs to be healed and not killed emotionally? How many times are you going to get bit by this snake to realize that you're not a snake charmer? You know what? I'm going to tell you what really put the nail in the coffin for me with my original twin is when I actually got the gumption to leave. He said, "You should have known that I was a snake when you picked me up. Didn't you know that I was a snake when you picked me up?" That's what he said to me. Nobody in their right mind who loves you from the depth of their souls, from the crown of their head to the depth of their souls, from their gut and their kidneys and their liver and their pancreas, gallbladder, right and left kidneys, in their right mind will ever tell you that if they loved you. Love is not about what you say. It's about what you do. Love is action. It's a verb. If a person loves you, they will never even have the craving to be with another person, because obviously they're saying to you that you are not enough. And if you were, they could never be with someone else. Never. So if your divine counterpart, aka masculine, because no one divine will ever put you in a situation like that, trust me, you. If they're off with someone else riding in the sunset, let them. Let them go. I'm telling you, you'll never have to cry over what belongs to you. I tell you one thing I can truly say. Never have I ever been the other woman with Tolu. I've always been number one. He's always put me first. Even when he was in relationships, he always put me first. That's a true divine masculine. I've never had to beg that man for time. He always makes time for me. That's a true divine masculine. I'm glad that this was a blessing in disguise, because had this never happened, I would have never knew. I would have never known what it really felt like to be in union with my twin flame. I would have never known. I would have been stuck on something that Source has been trying to rip out of my hands from the very beginning. You see what I'm saying? I would have never had that good fortune turning in my favor with the World card, which is what you got. I would have still been stuck in that testing period, needing to make a decision, just like you right now. You need to make a decision, because indecision can be more fatal than making the wrong decision. Your person is weeping with their soul right now. They are weeping with their soul. This also denotes this with the will. The will is turning in your favor, but not so great in theirs. All things being considered. But for you, my dear, all things are coming together in modesty, and all secrets are about to be revealed to you. And all of your chalices are about to be filled, and wounds are going to be healed. You're going to be healed, dear. All Source is asking you, in order for the healing to be set in motion, is for you to detach from your divine masculine. It's like Source has to literally circumvent circumstances and come in and rip you off of your divine masculine, because that is just how much you have been clinging on to him. Emotionally. That is. Let go. If someone comes and they rape you, are you going to run after them and grab a hold of them and say, please, please rape me again? Because that's what you're doing. When you hold on to your divine masculine, you're asking him to rape your heart and to leave you destitute and feeling empty again. That's a spiritual molestation. That is a spiritual rape. Stop doing this to yourself. I know what I'm talking about because I used to self-sabotage myself, and I used to do this to myself over and over again until one day I cried out to Source and I was like, just please bring him back home to me. Bring me back a changed man. And God said, I can't violate his free will. Why would you want someone who does you like this, Tajen? Now, when God himself has to ask you why in the hell you want somebody that mistreats you, abuse you, lies to you, cheat on you, then something's wrong. And it is not God that's wrong, my dear. It's you. You see, divine masculine or the masculine was never the problem. You were the problem. You were getting in your own way. Divine masculine was just being divine masculine or masculine, whatever you want to call him. Okay? Because the divine man doesn't act like that. A person can only do what you allow them to do. And it's time for you to take your power back and dust yourself off. I'm pouring out my heart and my emotions to you right now because I care. And I've been there. And it wasn't until I let it go that I got rewarded with the most amazing man. The most amazing man that has ever walked the face of this earth. That would even walk to the distance of the earth with me. Without me even having to ask. You never have to ask someone to do something who really truly loves you. Don't do it anyway. Just because they love you. And I never knew what that felt like until now. Stop blocking your blessings and let that mess go. That's a mess. Don't even look at your divine counterpart as your divine counterpart. Matter of fact, don't look at him or her at all. You know what? One thing that I've learned, because I asked Source, I said, how can I detach from him? He's my husband. I don't know how to detach from him. He's my husband. He's the other part of my soul. And God said the same way he detached from you. Stop thinking about him. Replace that energy. Channel that energy somewhere else, Tajen. Aren't you a channeler? Don't you channel? You should be foremost the one who knows how to move and direct energy. More so than anybody. What's your excuse? Channel your energy somewhere else. Because the tides are turning in your favor. Fortune is coming for you. Love is coming for you. Rewards of love is coming for you. But it cannot come in because divine masculine energy is all in your aura blocking it. How are you going to want somebody else? Well, the divine masculine, he's in a karmic. He can get a karmic. He's in a relationship with people. He don't have to wait because all them people he attracting is low vibrational just like him. Raise your vibration so you can raise above this and you can have someone to come in and match your energy. That's a divine selection. Do you really want what he wants? He's miserable. You want to be miserable too? I don't think so. I worked on myself. I worked on my autonomy. I raised my vibration and I have a vibrational match. I have a conscious couple relationship. We truly do conscious coupling. I didn't know anything about conscious coupling until I started dating him 3 years ago. I was like, what the hell is that? Conscious coupling? Even when we broke up, it was a conscious decision. We were never mad. We broke up twice before we got engaged. And each time that we broke up, it was a conscious breakup. No bitterness, no arguing, no attitude. Why did you do this to me? And we both broke each other's heart both times. The first time I did him, the second time he did me. And you would think that we both would have been bitter because we were both heartbroken each time, but no. Divine unions don't operate like that. They don't work that way. We learn our lessons. We come back together. We forgive each other with unconditional love and radical forgiveness. And we're stronger. That's a real twin flame union. That is how real twin flame unions work, in case you didn't know. If someone is gaslighting you, someone not talking to you on lengths of time, and not reaching out to you even after you've attempted to reach back out to them, that's your cue, baby. It's time to move on and stop trying to hold on to people who don't give a damn about walking away from you. Let them go. You're not in the business of keeping people that don't want to be kept. Let them go. So you can have your rewards. It's your time now. The worst thing out of this all, I can say to you in true honesty, the worst thing was the pain of letting go. Once I finally sat with myself and said, okay, Tajen, you're going to let go and you're going to let go today. No more checking his social media. No more talking or texting or calling. When I got through the first 30 days, it was the most painful. It was the most painful experience I ever had in my life, emotionally. But after that, after the 30 days, I learned that I can do this after all. And each day is better and better. And now that I am in a new relationship, I thank God. I thank God that I left. Don't feel guilty for leaving your twin flame when they're not guilty about turning their backs on you. Not that we're doing a tit for tat. This is not what I'm saying. I'm not talking about eye for eye, tooth for tooth, okay? I'm talking about spiritual alchemy, matching energy. That's what you do as an alchemist, okay? You match energy. You send them love and you keep it moving. After a while, if you keep doing the same things over and over again, you think Source is going to deal with you on the same level? No. Source is going to match you and deal with you on the level on which you are. That's how energy works. If you're not on a vibrational frequency, you're not going to understand and you're not going to comprehend anyway. It's just going to fall on deaf ears. So why would Source continue to meet you up in 5D when you're still on 3D? It doesn't work like that, people. And that's the same thing you have to do with your divine counterpart, all things being considered. You got to take this time to heal. You've actually taken out the time to see both sides of this thing. You got to see it for what it is. I really feel like you've been working very hard to manifest this. This is the reason why you got the Eight of Pentacles. You've been trying to manifest this union. You've been pouring so much into this union and it's just been breaking you down. You've been looking for stability and it was never coming. You was looking for him to come and to match the energy and he never showed up. You was looking for him to call you and tell you that he was coming home and you never got that phone call. It's time to give up on that. It's time for you to reap the fruits of your labor. This is called the recuperation card in this deck, excuse me. This is about you reaping the fruits of your labor. About gaining from your loss. You feel like this person took your heart. They stole your heart. And now that they've stolen your heart, they got to give it back. No, they are using that to catapult them and to fuel them in their life. And every time they come back as a spiritual vampire to steal from you and to drain you. And then they go and they use their energy to manifest with their lower level soulmates. And whether they know it unknowingly or knowingly, it doesn't matter. That's what they're doing. And now that you are conscientious of it, you got to stop it. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Now you know what's going on. What you gonna do? You gonna continue to keep letting them come and rob you emotionally and leave you emotionally and spiritually bankrupt at the end of the day? Because they don't have the consciousness that you have. They don't have the same level of thinking and understanding that you have. There's no more excuses. You can't make any more excuses for this anymore. No more allowances. It is what it is. You're not receiving the love that you deserve from this person. This person is not even thinking about returning this love back to you. They're living their lives, and so should you. And that's the reason why I had to turn away from my union. That person is happy. Now it's your turn to be happy. Even if they're pretending to be happy, so what? It's none of your business. This is their journey. Don't violate them. If they wanted you a part of their journey, trust me, you'll be a part of it. And it will be nothing that anybody can do to stop it. But apparently not. Apparently they don't feel the same way that you feel about them. And it's okay. Even if they never loved you at all, it's okay. Because guess what? The most important thing is, did you learn your lesson? Did you learn your lessons? This is the Ten of Wands. You carried everybody's burden but your own. This is the end. This is the completion. This is a separation. This is a breakup. Okay? But again, the Ten of Wands is asking you a question. It's asking you, are you going to have the same allegiance for yourself that you did for that other person? And I have come to the conclusion of this transmission. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.